Mitch has his TheHaxor has his second, and we are just going to make do with what we've got. Our runners are taking off, starting with World 2. It looks like the level is 1-4, and once again, no auto-scrolling shenanigans in most of them. As a friendly reminder, BigZeeff, mitchflowerpower in Group J, TheHaxor and Ace in Group K. So, even if one person finishes, it's still okay, the other side needs to at least get their winner in. And here is where... Oh, that's an ugly pipe transition.
Well, it leads to the second half of the world, but as you see, that lock is blocking the path directly to the castle. Or the airship, whatever you want to call it.
Oh, and BigZeeff is caught between two bros. And fortunately, Sledge Bros cannot fall down that easily, and wow, Ace has already found 7-4.
Yep, early water stage. Gotta love them.
However, I actually like the approach that Ace took. He's knocking the pyramid out because the fortress is the next one, and this way he doesn't have to redo it. Whereas Mitch, having gone through 3-3, is finishing up door 6-4, aka 3F1, and now has to go through 7-4 himself. So right now, Ace of Arrows has the awareness, but TheHaxor's skills here may end up letting him come out on top. Speaking of top, have you ever seen a mushroom with a flower for a head, Sharky?
Oh, it's been a long while, but you don't want to deal with them, Billy.
Yeah, the sliding tile game is rare to see here, but it is a good way to get some extra lives if your timing is, decent.
Yep. I think I'm one of the few runners of the randomizer that, when I'm low on lives, will go to the match game, just try to get a few lives. Usually results is nothing.
And wow, look at this. Ace of Arrows and TheHaxor are near tied, entering the World 6 airship, and mitchflowerpower in his own race is trying to make this an unofficial three-way tie 4-way here.
Let's have a three-way tie, 3-second difference. TheHaxor. Oh, we got an earthquake, Koopa. Morton. Shaking the ground.
Morton, you're supposed to have a big mouth, not a big belly. Now, thank you. Was that a 5-hitter?
I think he was. 345, 347, 348 on the time, respectively, for the three of them. So about 3-second difference from the first world.
And uh-oh, BigZeeff has to be careful. I know why he wanted to take out that hammer bro, but has no choice. Doesn't want to deal with fire bros in the water. Has to go through this airship with... Basically, this is his one chance to get over to World 6.
Yeah. Once you get through here, you might be best off of just losing at Mario and just refill your lives. On the downside, your score will reset, so if you were close to 80,000, well, you're gonna have to start over on that.
Also, wow, interesting pipe maneuvering here, as Mitch Flowerpower has now entered 1-5 base.
Yep.
And, oh my gosh, that fortress configuration on TheHaxor's side, we had to take a pipe to go beyond a lock, we at least get a Lakitu clad out of it, but you kind of have to wonder how this is going to go. I think that fortress on TheHaxor's right is probably going to build the bridge to get up to the other fortress to break the lock forward. Which means the third fortress is probably going to be skipped over entirely.
One of the first forts has to be, you know, making that bridge. Because I don't think that fort could make its own bridge because you can't even access to it.
And now TheHaxor... Go ahead.
Yeah, I was thinking about it'd be nice to have that fort by itself to make the bridge for itself, but I don't think that could happen.
In the meantime, TheHaxor and Ace of Arrows are dealing with the Air Force. There's the bridge. We are going from one fortress almost immediately to another. Apparently we have a pyramid in the way.
Yep, that pyramid wants some action tonight.
And now BigZeeff is dealing with the Air Force, which, funny enough, means that, wow, BigZeeff technically has a lead right now while Mitch Flowerpower is going for power-ups. But at the same time, if BigZeeff gets a game over here, he's going to fall very far behind. He has to be very careful. Oh, and I just realized, Frog Suit on Air Force, not a good idea.
Oh,
and then,
no.
oh no! Piranha Fort is at the other end of the pyramid!
Ew. At least it's early on? But you don't want to see this at... Oh! Nearly dodged that piranha. My least favorite fort.
Okay, BigZeeff did take out the Air Force, but he is not going to like the other side. And oh no, Hammer Bro in the way. What configuration? Okay, double stacked hammers. Zeeff is fine right now.
Ooh, get a hammer.
And in the meantime, Ace has found... Oh, this is the 3-9. No, not 3-9. No, right. This is the 5-3 beta. We saw this on the previous run.
Yep. Yeah, we did. But of course, we got a Big Bertha. That Ace almost wanna leapfrog over somehow. But lives.
We will take our victories where we can. TheHaxor, watching out for the baby Bertha, gets through.
Yep. At the end, Ace has Flower, Star, Mushroom. All of one of each. Too bad you don't get bonus lives for that.
And now Ace of Arrows has learned, yeah, we have to go through Piranha Fort. There is no choice. And BigZeeff, I think he actually wanted a mushroom there, but instead gets a star, while TheHaxor has suddenly run into Fort Knox. I did not see where that was on the overworld. Was this a required tile?
Ouch, and Ace has slid in that lava. Ace does have 2 hammers. You can use one of them, but this fort might be required to get to the castle.
I'll have to double check the map once TheHaxor finishes. Ooh, Mitch taking a lava bath. Wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, we got 3 runners in Piranha Fort.
Oh, never mind. We saw the map. Haxor just chose to chance the fort, while Mitch is able to just go through the desert oasis and catch up on a little bit of time here.
Yep, everybody decided, you know what, let's go a different way. Let's see how this will turn out. Ace picking up a nice hit and 1-up.
While Haxor has loaded up on some items, I didn't see what they were. And in the meantime, we are in Morton's airship, but we already took out Morton. Instead, Lemmy has taken over.
Yep, he stole Morton's airship and ran off with it. Or flew off with it.
And pays for it.
I like how, you know, this Koopa goes left to right. Just in the air,
But we don't even get to see that here.
Nope, we probably won't.
And Pharaoh just... Go ahead.
Yeah, thankfully, Piranha Fort was not required.
Oh, look at that map configuration for World 3. Well, at least we don't have to worry about breaking a lock to, or taking out a fortress to, you know, build a bridge or anything. We just have to get to the pipes, which are all the way at the other end.
You'd love to see World 3 to be like this. No early pipe? Well, you're gonna have to dig around for a little while to get to a pipe.
The only advantage we have right now is, well, one, there's one trapped hammer bro down there, but two, we don't have to worry at all about, you know, finding a fortress in the middle. We're going to encounter both, no matter what. We just have to find the right pipe, which is going to be somewhere in the middle of the world. Which really feels strange to say here. I mean, look at that. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the level tiles right there.
Yeah, and Haxor is in, I believe, the normal 5-3.
That is correct. We have 3 of our runners in 5-3 right now, but no Karibo shoe available. So it immediately loses some coolness points from me.
Yep, we need a Karibo shoe, at least once the seed, to be rode on.
I already got my wish on the last one. I can live without. Oh boy, 7-8 Piranha Alley. This is another toughie.
Oh, and Haxor kind of hugged a Piranha there. He does have a cloud if he needs it, but does use a flower.
Either power-up works. Oh, and okay, good. Mitch does have Starman and gets into the treasure trove pipe. Fun fact, this had a hammer suit. Well, there's one right there. If you were to ever choose to enter a bonus room like that with a Tanuki suit, turn into a statue, and pick up a power-up, you've soft-locked yourself until the timer runs out, so don't do that.
Mitch turns around, plays an in-card game. Let's find some matches. No match there.
Oh, Ace of Arrows was caught between a Venus flytrap and a hard pipe. That's never a good feeling.
And we have our first hand stage.
Ah, Boodaboo Place. Both Mitch and Haxor get through it. What's the hand item of the day?
Ribbit.
Frog suit. Well, at least we have some backup items. Kind of.
Yeah, frog suits are not bad. Ooh, Mitch decides to skip on this fortress.
Oh, look at those pipes. One of them is the right one. Which one is it?
Pick a number in chat between 1 and whatever.
I didn't think we were going to be bringing that game in, but sure.
What is it, like 6 pipes there?
Well, there are 5 on this side, but we're only going to enter 3. So I guess it's really 1, 2, or 3 in this case.
Yeah, true.
Alright, we are now through 5-8. So, let's check out pipe number 1.
Is pipe number 1 the winner?
No, how about pipe number 2?
Yep. And no block is blocking it.
Yeah, as I thought I saw the map, and there were no locks or bridges to worry about.
And we got Windy. Only a 2-hitter. And on the TheHaxor side, we have a beta level again. Having trouble with this frog suit.
You would think this is the one level where frog suit would be easier, but then again, we're not used to doing vertical swimming levels like this.
I just wish this was in the main game. And Peach gives out a music box.
Ooh, note that map configuration for World 1 as we enter 1-3. We may see the first fort in its pseudo-vanilla location here, because that lock technically does not block a path. Well, it doesn't block a required path, we can always go around.
Yep, you like to see things like that, so... We can have French vanilla in the seed. But probably nobody's going to go say hi to it. Unless they want an possible item. And we got 8-1 on Mitch's side.
And unlike the previous race that Mitch just took part in, no leaf to skip, so has to go through the long way. And for those that have just tuned in late, the way these randomizer flags are set, no warp whistles. You have to go through the intended worlds. There's just no way about it. You will see every single world, with the exception of the warp zone. And Mitch is choosing to skip the fort and visit 7-2 instead. And going for a P-speed strat. Ooh, gets the jumps, and touchdown!
And Mario's touchdown celebration is running to the garage. I need to learn a strat.
I'm sure many of us do here. But Mitch still wants the end card games, wants to at least see if the items inside are worth it. Hello! TheHaxor managed to get some hammers out of this. And has immediately jumped over to 6-8, otherwise known as... Iceland.
Yep, giant Goombas, giant Koopas galore. And a random H.
Ace of Arrows is still keeping pace with TheHaxor here.
I believe both runners used a hammer.
Yeah, that is the correct. No! There's Atlantis. And Mitch is playing it.
Oh, wow. And you don't have a cloud, I think it's required.
Yeah, that is on the way. So, unless you have a cloud, you're going through.
And I don't think... Well... HaxorR does have a cloud in his inventory. He
and
is
about to use it.
Actually has multiple clouds. These levels can swing a race just like that. Because this is like a 4-minute level?
Closer to 2, but it certainly feels like 4, if not longer. Now, while our runners...
Go ahead.
Alright. While our runners did receive a little bit of a reprieve from the end card game, once we get into the bracket stages, end card games, I believe, will be gone for the rest of the round.
That is correct. Another thing is, hammers won't have much of a use because they will not break locks anymore.
That is correct. The lock-breaking ability of hammers was a randomizer special feature that has been added for ease of convenience. But we'll take that convenience away once we are done with all of the group stage matches. Also, I believe Larry was an Earthquaker as... Oh, that is an ugly World 5. As we are suddenly back in the army. And no, I'm not attempting to sing that again.
One time a day, be good. I almost said one time per seed, but well, this is a never seed, so that doesn't work.
Again, I can do Navy without a problem, but Army and Air Force, I need work.
Oh, nice!
No
Hammer Bro suit.
That'll certainly help. And, well, if we lose all the hammer suits, we have another frog suit available. Here's another hand level.
Yeah, and them Hammer Bros decide, you know what, I'm not going to worry about this. Goodbye. Falls in the pit. Or lava. I love to see that. A fun note, in this world, if you get a tanned colored fort, it's going to create a bridge. But if you get a blue colored fort, well, it's going to break a lock. So you really don't want to see a blue fort down on the ground, because you might have to double dip to that tower.
Well, there is some good news. We don't actually have to worry about the tower this seed today.
Oh yeah, there is the lock right there.
Well, it's not just that. Note the overworld map once we see it again. It's just a pipe to get to Skyworld. The tower is technically... You could go in if you really wanted to, but there would be no point. And you never have to actually... You're never stopped by the tower. You can just skip it if it's on the way.
Oh yeah, that is a thing. I bet Mitch beats a pipe, and now we're in Skyland.
Oh, but HaxorR didn't know that you could skip the tower and instead is entering 4-1.
Ooh, Ace almost got clipped by that hammer, bro. And that one just threw a hammer and hit him in the head.
And in the meantime, Mitch has entered 4-2, where we see an angry Sun wanting to cause some problems. The question is, will we scroll far enough? Yes, we will, but, not really.
Yeah, he didn't make any really appearances last seed. I think we only seen him one time last seed, and he was a no factor.
And then suddenly we're back on the floating iceberg of, I want to say, 6-4 beta.
I believe that is correct. It's been a while since I last played a Finale game, but I believe that is correct.
Well, it could, actually, based off of that ending, no, I was thinking of 6-7, but that pipe was higher up. Maybe 6-2 beta. But the thing is, Mitch chose to clear the stages like that, while TheHaxor was able just went around, and ooh, that's rare to see a forced coin chip invasion.
Gets a star out of it.
And TheHaxor has decided, enough is enough. Let's just get on the World 4 airship and end this trip through Skyland.
I just cannot wait for World 7 to appear. I love how some of these maps look.
Well, is it going to be 4 or 7 next? Those are the only two out of order we haven't seen. And it looks like TheHaxor will be the first to find out.
Yep, just falling down back to Earth to save a king that says something random.
Yeah, saving a king that knows how to ruin a good joke. Oh my gosh, well, there's one fortress we're skipping.
Wow, I've never seen a setup like that quite yet. Well, are we going to get lost in this world?
Potentially. Oh my
wow.
gosh. That's as close to world free as we are going to get here. World 1 airship, let's go!
That's like a minute world? Okay. A super jumping lugwig that has...
Yeah, that was definitely a super jump.
He didn't want to be touched. But my god. Basically, 1 minute world. You probably won't see that for a while again. That's a good thing to bring up during our interview later, when we get to him, about that.
And as such, World 4 is the remaining one out of order, and ooh, we do need to build a bridge, it looks like. Question is it that closer fortress, or the farther one?
As a viewer, there's a hammer. I kind of want it to be farther, but in this race, let's have it close by.
We will see what happens. Ace is now dealing with 6-3. Mitch has just entered the pipe maze, and BigZeeff is just one stage away, also 6-3.
Oh, but it's not it. Wow, that pipe is kind of useless. You just get a little bit closer, but it doesn't save any time, sadly.
Alright, Alright, so... Second fortress of World 4 in World 4. If this makes the bridge, this is another vanilla.
Well, we're gonna find out here in a second. Will he get to go to fight the last Koopaling? Yes! The bridge has been made. Onward to airship.
Oh, but we have to revisit the airship. Haxor slipped and fell.
We don't see this often. All 4 players basically on the airship at one time. We've seen 3 players last seed. Basically all 4 in this seed.
It is a very special occasion, I agree. But perhaps this seed wants to show a little bit of mercy after, well, what we dealt with last time.
Okay, let's see. Can the last Koopa be Vanilla? Nope. Yes. No. He did get hit by a lot of fireballs, so 3 or 4 HP.
And Ace of Arrows taking a different path, that's Super Tanks. And for the record, I do not have a song prepared for that one.
Maybe next time you might have one. You might have one ready.
Know of a good song based off of the reserves?
Okay, well, Ace, get lucky like the Haxor here.
World 8 at times is as much of a maze as World 7 is normally. Oh, and a wasted hammer!
You don't fool me there, Mr. Angry Son. Just chilling out there, top left. Ooh, a cloud.
The problem... let's see... not many opportunities left to use the Lakitu Cloud.
Yeah, I mean, we got this fort from World 2 on Haxor's side. Easily done. Taken care of.
Alright, I saw nothing built or destroyed. Oh, we need a bridge! Our final fort is somewhere.
It could be not here, because this is a regular stage.
It's the other tank we need. And Haxor is immediately using a Pee-wee. Ooh! Excellent choice. Oh, but loses it in Ice Fort.
I don't think we've seen my favorite fort in the that I like in the seed. We've seen last
Which
seed.
one?
The underwater fort. I just like that one for some reason.
We did see 3F2 actually.
Oh, I must have blinked too long.
But no, it is... Ice Fort is not our way through.
Oh, he gets grabbed by a hand.
And as such, a 6F4, no thank you. And, well, let's try this Handbridge Fortress, and... well, we're back in the Navy. No, I'm not doing it this time. Why don't you do it, Sharky?
I'm not going to do it myself. Maybe a future date.
Consider this your challenge. So, is Navy going to be the penultimate one again?
Find out next time. Okay, never mind. Find out next pipe. It is. And he got drugged in.
5-1, you are not supposed to be the penultimate stage. Go away.
Oh, it's a 50% chance you'll get through? Or you want to get grabbed? Take 2. Okay, he's through.
As such, time to invade Bowser Koopa's castle once again, as Mitch is, learning that this is not the right way to go, but not taking the death. Just going to play it out. Remember, folks, it's left side is one race, right side is another race. All 4 are playing the same seed, but TheHaxor looks ready to finish his.
Yep. Bowser has been defeated by another hammer suit. And we're waiting for that door to open. And we'll give the time for TheHaxor when that happens. And TheHaxor has finished overall first place with our time of 36 minutes 24 seconds. Get your GGs out. And with that, we got TheHaxor again. What a seed!
Yeah, it kind of started out really weird. It was really slow for a while, and then I made some really good decisions the last few worlds. World 8 was a nightmare like it usually was, but I mean, it's still a pretty good time, I think.
Yep. For that pipeline, what a play on that.
Oh yeah, using the hammer and then the double music box. That was sick.
I've never seen a World 7 happen like that before.
Yeah, no, that was probably the freest World 7 I've ever seen. I know I had those hammers, so I was like, man, I gotta use these hammers. I probably honestly fought a few too many hammer bros, but it worked out.
Yep. And Ace did, I believe, complete the required fort, so he just has to find that path to the end.
And technically so has Mitch, but Mitch is going the wrong way and is going to encounter the Dark Door Maze, which means it's entirely possible that BigZeeff may catch up.
Man, this was quite a race. These guys are really close.
Mitch doesn't know that this is not required, because he thinks you have to beat them all? I don't know.
Well, I played that fort too. Or no, never mind. I didn't play that one. That's right. Yeah, that's the only one I didn't play, because I was like, nope, that one's behind a level. I ain't playing that. That P-Wing I used, like, at the end there really worked out in 6 Fort 2 there. I was like, wow, what a P-Wing when I used it.
Mitch did pick up a star. Let's see, can he get it in time? Yes, we got a quick boom boom kill and a fire boom boom kill simultaneously between Mitch and Ace there.
Mitch is gonna get a quick boom boom kill here, actually. It's pretty cool.
And Mitch actually went into... Wow.
I think
yeah, that's unfortunate.
I think he was thinking the pipe was there. I think Mitch is actually lost right now.
Mitch, okay, I about to say, Mitch, go in that pipe.
Oh, but BigZeeff BigZeeff hasn't beaten the Navy yet.
Yeah, Navy's in the way there. I don't know. I actually don't know which fort broke the lock after the Navy. Mitch has figured it out now. And he gets no hands, of course.
Navy was the bridge builder in the end. Again.
Oh, it was. Okay. He tried to go for Bowser's Castle.
Ace found that level that he needs to beat so he could unlock that pipe. But this has been an interesting race overall between all 4 runners. I'll say that right now. BigZeeff does find his level, does run through it. Just be careful of that giant bullet cannon. And they're just running around, jumping back and forth, waiting for that door to open, and he finishes with an SRL time of 40 minutes 57 seconds and 2nd place overall, and he does win his match against BigZeeff. And we'll go 2-0. And I believe TheHaxor is 3-1 now.
Yep, that's correct. Got a big one on Sunday with Paradox. That's gonna decide a lot. So
Yep, you're still in the thick of things. It's gonna be between you, Paradox, and BGS. We could possibly have a 3-way tiebreaker to see who advances.
If we split and then I go 2-0 against Soniku, which I mean I'm not gonna count my chickens before they hatch. I still got to play the races. Anything can happen in these things, honestly. But yeah, that could be really interesting. Obviously, I'm hoping to go 2-0 on Sunday, but he's a really good opponent, so it's gonna be some good races, I think.
Yep.
Speaking of good races, look on the comm stream, Sharky. It's going back and forth. We may actually have close to a tie for the other 2 this time.
And they both got hammer suits this time.
Oh boy, let's look at this. Ace of Arrows takes Bowser Koopa out. BigZeeff doing the same, but remember, we rely on SRL times, not the times on the stream, so let's wait for the shaking to stop, the victory music to play. Oh my gosh, what is this going to be here?
Hold on.
Wait, alright, let's wait.
Hold on.
Okay.
And Ace of Arrows finishes with an SRL time of 42:47. BigZeeff finishes with an SRL time of 42:47. We have a tie for 3rd place. The first SRL time between Ace of Arrows, BigZeeff. Get your GG's out double for these 2 runners. What
wow,
a
that's incredible.
First seed, 1 second difference. 2nd seed, tie. What a back-to-back race.
I cannot believe it. Nicely done on that, Sharky. And Mitch, we're gonna have words with you again.
Mitch. Yeah, we gotta have an interview with these guys. Holy boss basses.
Actually, I don't think I've seen Boss Bass in this seed.
And with that, we got BigZeeff.
We saw him like a half a dozen times in the last seed. Like I was pretty happy not to see Boss Bass.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Your GG's, what a finale to that end of that seed. And welcome Ace as well.
Hello!
You guys have to watch this race when it gets up. What a race. Both races, though. First seed, 1 second difference. 2nd seed, a tie. What do you
I've
guys
never seen
thoughts?
a tie before.
What did you guys
yeah,
thought
me
on the
either.
seed, though?
Dude, that first seed was absolutely horrendous for me, but then the second seed was just so good. Like, I almost wish that my opponent tonight was Zeef instead of Haxor. That would have been a much more interesting thing for me.
Yeah, you would have won by like a millisecond, I think.
Actually, we will go by the... That's where it would have been resulting as a legit tie.
Honestly, you were really close to me in World 8. When I came on stream, you were one level away from building the bridge, and you just didn't figure it out. I think my routing in World 8 was a little better. Otherwise, we weren't that far separated, actually.
Yeah, that first seed was mostly decided by the fact that, once again, as ever I do, I made the worst possible decisions throughout the whole thing.
Yeah, the first
and then the
race...
second seed, I made much better decisions, and I decided to say screw it to a lot of power-ups. I decided to forego End Spade a lot and skip a couple of Toad Houses, and I think that helped close the gap as well.
Yeah. In the first race, the main difference was the hammers and cloud usages, basically.
Yeah, there were hammers in the end card game this time around. I forget what it was, but there was only one. And they weren't all that useful in the seed, actually. Although I did get the one in World 8, like I broke the lock, and then I was able to double music box the piranha plants, so it was like a free just end of the world right there.
Yeah, I'm glad I called these races tonight. Both races. Perfect. Just too bad Haxor could have played Mitch and Ace could have played BigZeeff. That would have been more epic, I guess.
We have time for that, I believe. After all, Mitch only did his first 2 games so far, and I don't remember if Zeef and Ace, if you two have matched up yet.
Oh no, we're in different groups.
Yeah,
I think this is actually my last race.
Yeah, I'm in K.
Yeah.
Right, I should have remembered that.
Yeah, Mitch and Zeeff both are in Group J's, and Ace and Haxor is Group K's. And I believe as was Ace's last matches, too.
Yeah, I'm finished with all my group matches now.
So at the end, Ace, you finished 2-6. But,
Well,
you know...
I mean, I guess it was probably bound to happen. I haven't been practicing, and I've been doing more stuff on Dance Pad lately than I have with an actual controller in my hands. So,
yeah. And
that is what it is.
You did have paired up with a lot of really good players as well. So...
Yeah,
Yeah, and I
Group
mean,
K
I'm not
is
gonna
rough.
complain about that. That was not my fault, so that was what it was, too.
Yeah, BigZeeff, I believe you finished your groups with a 3-5 record.
Yeah, at least I got a couple of wins in there.
Yeah, Mitch starts out 2-0, but the thing is, does he have enough power to get through Gamer Cow, Paratroopa?
I'm looking forward to Mitch and Gamer Cal because I think Mitch is a little rusty on his randomizer. He's going to get better as it goes. So honestly, I'm a little disappointed I only won by a second in the first race because, you know, he hasn't been playing at all and I've been playing like every day. So
yeah, I didn't do much practice in mine for my matches, but I still got one match coming up to be determined still, but
What's practice?
exactly.
it's that thing I have to do so I don't run 50-minute races.
That's a nasty P word right there. That's almost a curse word right there in some streams.
Yeah, that is true.
Actually, what's funny is the last 24 hours, my practice has gone terrible. My 2 best, seeds in terms of play were the ones I just threw down. So I'm happy that worked out, but hopefully I can be more consistent by Sunday because, obviously he's quite a good opponent and I'm going to need to take one game to stay alive. So.
Yep. we still could have that epic 3-way tiebreaker. Hopefully that will happen. Because if we do have any tiebreakers, the race and there's no tie and we have to have a tiebreaker match, we will be using the bracket set flags so to see who advances. So hopefully we're going to have a couple groups that has a tiebreaker so we can have more matches and more fun before we start the bracket stage. So it's going to be fun.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
Chat wants to know when Zeeff and Ace can have a proper tiebreaker match, apparently.
Even though we weren't technically against each other in this particular four-way.
Were we in the same group last year? I can't remember.
I don't remember.
I was in a group with like Proa and Killer App and somebody else. And I don't think it was you, actually, now that I think about it.
I do remember Paradox was in my group last year, but that's really remember.
Well, if you guys do a grudge match, let me know. I'll do commentary for it on my channel.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'll jump in it. It was fun to call both of these races tonight. I'm glad I chose to, do jump on comms for tonight's race. I didn't expect to be for a while until I seen it. Oh, what's the other match? Oh, okay. I'm glad to do a commentary.
Yeah, I saw you were signed up early for it, and it was just you, and then it turned into a four-way. And thanks to the Wolfman for coming on pretty late, and
yeah, thanks for
doing the cons as well.
The way this ended up being, Sharky, thank you for the assistance. I think we both had to help each other on this one.
Exactly. And if you guys haven't, give all 4 of these runners a follow, as well as my co-commentary partner, Wolfman.
And don't forget Sharky2107 here.
Yep, special thanks to, Speed Gaming for hosting restreams and that, so you guys got something to watch.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah.
You don't want to underestimate how much work the commentators and the restreamers actually put in. They do a lot of stuff behind the scenes.
Yep.
Definitely give them a follow.
Yep, and F. Coughlin, the creator behind this randomizer. If he didn't make this, what fun would we have?
Shout out to Speed Gaming and Ace as well, man. Thanks for being patient. Life's been hectic for me the last several weeks in terms of being available during the week. So I know this is probably later than you wanted to do the matches, but I do appreciate you being patient with that.
It's totally fine, dude. I'm free practically all the time, most of the time.
Just when you're not sleeping. But then again, you might play while you're sleeping.
On dance pad, blindfolded while asleep. When is it, Strimmer? When is it?
Anyway, I think we need to at least try to wrap things up and announce what's upcoming on the Speed Gaming schedule here. So again, thank you everyone for... Oh my gosh, what a bunch of races we had here today.
Yep, and I'll let you go ahead and give what's going on Speed Gaming, Wolf.
Oh yeah, man, you're welcome. What do we got coming up, Wolfie?
Alright, so for those that like to check out the other language restreams, and I know I'm going to butcher how they are pronounced, so I'm not even going to try. The Spanish, Dutch, and the other one, I think French restream, will be Super Magnetic Neo for the ESA Marathon. On Speed Gaming, come back here in about 50 minutes or so, we will have more Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer action. Specifically, Claris.com versus Jargobargle. Demon Battler will be your commentator. For Speed Gaming 2, we have the Zelda 1 Randomizer All Boards No Swords Tournament. Unos versus Crystal Saver. Oh, that's also a good one.
Yeah, if you got nothing to do and want to watch that, go watch that because the All Boards No Swords is pretty awesome now. Being a part of that, trying to route without a sword, it's crazy. It's worth watching. Definitely with two top runners of the randomizer.
I mean, everything so far is top tier. I mean, Speed Gaming 3 Tread weekly race. Well, the randomizer weekly race, I should say, but still. Also, if you like Link to the Past, the standard mode daily race is still going on over there. And then on Speed Gaming 5, another All Boards No Swords matchup. Roo Slugs versus Fryteeth. And then close to 11:40 Eastern, I don't know what channel this will be assigned to yet, but we have another ESA Marathon game. It looks like Gekraxel. I admit I'm not familiar with that game, but that's what it says. I'm sticking with it. Plenty of events happening on Speed Gaming tonight. Also, make sure to follow twitch.tv/speedgaming along with Speed Gaming 2 through 6 and all of our foreign language channels as well. I think that covers things, so Sharky, why don't you close it out tonight?
Yep. I have been Sharky2107, Wolfman as my co-commentator. So till then, guys, to the next randomizer, just don't let the boss basses chew on you. Till then, guys, take care.
Hashtag back that bass up. Take care.
Nice one, Ace.